Hi, this is I Am Entrepreneur. This is the greatest time in history for you to start a new business. You may ask yourself, why am I saying this? Well, I'll tell you why. First to market, or in some cases, first back into the market. There are a lot of companies that have gone under. Most will never recover. I can go over the aspects of, for every week that a company is out of business, it takes 3 months to 6 months to recoup that loss. So we've gone past that way too far right now. And so many companies, smaller companies, are never going to come back. A lot of medium-sized companies will never come back. But the need is still there for what they gave prior to this whole thing collapsing. And that's where you can come in as a company that is setting themselves up at this stage, and could be even right now in some cases, some states, to be first back into market. Now, I created a coffee company many years ago, and I was first to market at selling my product to the Russian territory. I was the first roasted coffee sold in Russia, American roasted coffee sold in Russia. It was a nightmare to get in, but I was the first guy to get in, and it expanded my company greatly. And I was able to do things nobody else was able to do. And then from that, within the United States, I began to grow. I got a lot of people that were interested in my product, and I created the first ever celebrity coffee line, which was a Jimi Hendrix coffee. And then after that, shortly after that, about maybe 6 months, I created another first, and that was a line of coffee with TV stars aspect, which was called Deadliest Brew, which were from the guys from Deadliest Catch. And that became a very fast and growing company. And at the same time, my main company, which was Black Dot Coffee, it too, grew and grew. So because of how I structured everything, and being first in certain territories and first in certain markets, that gave me credibility in other markets, like the United States market, because people were kind of looking and going, wow, that's never been done before. So people were talking, and when people are talking, you have two options. Either you can allow them to talk about you in a bad way, or you can allow them to talk to you and get to know who you are and then want to do business with you. Now, I would say even coffee right now could be a really great business to get back into if you can set up your proper lines of distribution and understand that the lines of distribution have changed. So you have to look at all things, and the fact that at one point in time you had certain people that you could go to distribute your product, and now you can't go to them. You got to find new people. So this is all part of the process that you have to go through right now. So when those lines of distribution open up, or new lines of distribution come into play, you're first to get in with them so you can get your product out, because not everything is online. I mean, there's a lot of things that are online. Obviously right now it seems to be more online than ever, but there are still other areas within this economy that are still not necessarily so much brick and mortar, but they're still very relied upon aspects of distribution. So take this time, take this opportunity to kind of look around and see the things that are closed, and see if maybe this might be a great time for you to get into this industry. Because like a restaurant, most restaurants will not survive being shut down for more than a week, maybe 2 weeks max. That's it. So it's gone way beyond that now for most restaurants. So what are they all going to do? They really can't do anything. Let's say you wanted to open a restaurant. This might be one of the good times to start doing it, because now you can negotiate with the landlords. You can negotiate with the people that supply the equipment, You can get a good deal on a range, which you couldn't get before. So there's a lot of aspects. If you look at it to where at one point in time it may have cost you $15,000 to $50,000 for startup money, at this stage there might be some people willing to let you come into a property for no money. Just it's just the way it is. I'll share with people on more of a private setting on how to deal with that. Oftentimes when you sign a new lease, especially for a restaurant or something of this nature, you can write within the lease that they can give you, 2 months in advance for free, so it helps you get things established so you can get moving. Another area that's really needed right now, and kind of an area that I work in a little bit, is in construction. A lot of the larger construction projects went on hold for about a month, and now they're just struggling to find people. So a lot of the smaller guys that were also shut down during that time, they've kind of gone under, and now they have to get hired on to the larger construction companies. Well, now that leaves a gap for the smaller guys, because a lot of the smaller guys are handymen. They do 1 or 2 day jobs. They do very simple build outs. And those really are the jobs that are the most lucrative, to be honest with you. To go in and put in a new toilet is $100 and between $80 to $150. So, and it takes maybe an hour to do. So the small jobs are sometimes the most lucrative jobs than larger jobs, just to let you know. So there's really a lot of opportunity at this stage right now to start a business. So I'm here to help. If you want to start something, I can help. I can help you organize. I've been doing consulting for years. I'll throw some different pictures up there along with the ones I've already put up there. I've been involved in coffee. I've been involved in tea, international product development and trade with former Soviet Union, Central Asia countries. I've also expanded out into other territories such as Indonesia. So I have a lot of connections there, and that's really what it's all about, is building those connections and ties, being able to put the right people together with the right people. So there's always this trust factor, and will they really do what they're supposed to do? And that could be a very expensive learning curve if you're just trying to get back into things. So anyways, I've done a lot of things. I've gave my resume many times, but if I can do it, I will do it. If I can't do it, I say I can't do it, and that's how I've always been. So if you're looking to start something and you need somebody to help you and guide you and help, just more focus on getting yourself set up for reestablishing yourself in maybe an area that has been really there's nobody there anymore. They've either closed up or something's happened, or who knows, maybe they filed bankruptcy. That happens. It happened with my coffee company. I had a divorce, and within a very short amount of time, everything went to nothing. Because in business, when you're dealing with distribution channels, their main focus is they make money off of you. So if you're not there to fill it, then they're not making money off your product. So therefore, they're going to look for somebody else to fill that spot so they can continue to make money. That's how Jeff Bezos makes all his money. If he didn't have companies willing to sell on his platform, he would have nothing. He's just a virtual grocery store. That's all he is. Anyways, I am Entrepreneur. We'll talk to you later. Feel free to contact me, and I can help you out. I've been doing it a long time. I have a very good track record, and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, see ya. Bye.